Terry Caldwell Johnson lost her battle to cancer this morning after stepping down 26 days ago from her position on the Des Moines Public School Board. 2 years ago, she was honored here as a remarkable woman. Stephanie Johnson was the one who had her story.
Hey, what are you doing down there?
Terry Caldwell Johnson never thought her journey would lead her into the nonprofit world, but it has, and for almost 18 years, she has led the Oak Ridge neighborhood in Des Moines.
I think that working here in the Oak Ridge organization has taught me a lot about not only the patience that it takes to support the needs of the individuals that call Oak Ridge home, but I think it really allows me to understand what true resilience means.
72% of the neighbors here are either refugees or immigrants hailing from 21 countries. But it's here where Caldwell Johnson has made Iowa home for others, assisting them along the way.
Can you do it now? Okay, great. Thank you. I think for so many people there's a perception of what public housing is and what they think it should be or how it should look. And I think the thing about Oak Ridge is really this is about being home. And it's about creating an environment that does feel like you're at home.
But Terry's care for others began at an early age. She says her parents were educators in Salina, Kansas, and they often demonstrated hard work and a love for community.
My father was on the Civil Rights Commission and then decided that he wanted to run for city council. So he was the first African American who ran for a seat on my hometown city council and the first African American mayor elected. And my mother taught dance. So in addition to teaching at the college, she had a dance school in the basement of our home. So literally everybody in town either was taught by my father or was taught dance by my mother. So I feel like we knew just about everybody in town. But because of their engagement and involvement, I just feel like I was raised to understand the importance of service.
After attending Spelman College in Atlanta, Georgia, and then working in local government management for several years, Terry had the desire to do more, and Oak Ridge was a place for her. It's a place where she has transformed the community, starting with Edmonds Elementary School.
When I came to the Oak Ridge organization, Edmonds Elementary School, which is immediately across the street from the Oak Ridge neighborhood, was scheduled to close. And I couldn't understand why a neighborhood school, literally in the heart of one of the most impoverished neighborhoods in Des Moines, would close and require students to go to other schools in the district.
Through some research, she learned that enrollment was down because kids from the Oak Ridge neighborhood were being bused to other schools around the metro. Knowing this information, Terry ran for school board and won.
I ran understanding that kids that are in need and live in impoverished neighborhoods need a voice. And so I decided that I wanted to be the voice for our little brown and black children. And so I ran. And ultimately, the previous decision that was made to close Edmonds Elementary was reversed. And we have one of the very first new builds in our district in a very long period of time, right across the street from the Oak Ridge neighborhood.
And it's Terry's can-do attitude that has inspired others like Dr. Andy McGuire, who's called Terry a friend for several years.
She helped me get on the Broadlawns board, which is helping people who can't always access health care and make sure health equity is a big thing in our communities. So there are lots of things Terry has helped me understand politically, personally, and just really helped me be a better person.
Leading Andy to nominate Terry to be recognized as a remarkable woman.
She does so much with her time, so much with her energy for everybody and for others always. And with what she does at Oak Ridge and helping the residents of Oak Ridge to really be a neighborhood here and helping the kids here, which is how I kind of first got introduced to her, it has such lifelong consequences for those people. And that's why if you're talking about remarkable, you're talking about Terry.
You know, I show up in ways that are important to me. And if that's what people think is remarkable, that's great. But you know what? There are so many amazing, remarkable people in this community that show up in so many ways that extend well beyond what I do. So, you know, I'm just a vessel.
Terry believes putting others first has helped her lead the Oak Ridge community.
I care deeply about the people in the community. And so anything that I can do to show up and to really lift up the people of our community is where I want to be.
That was Stephanie Johnson, the story that was done a couple of years ago. The current superintendent of Des Moines Schools wrote this today about Terry Caldwell Johnson. I've had the pleasure of working with several school board members over the years, and well, this would have been, no, I'm sorry, this is not Dr. Ian Roberts here. Several school board members over the years, and Terry Caldwell Johnson was in a class of her own. It continues. Her dignity and grace combined, this is Dr. Ian Roberts, I apologize. He has not been there all that long. Her dignity and grace combined with her determination and will has had a positive impact on countless lives. Des Moines Public Schools is a better place thanks to her nearly 18 years of service to our students, teachers, and family. That written by Dr. Ian Roberts, the current superintendent of Des Moines Public Schools. And the board had just honored her with a special proclamation last month.